Hi, I'm Sebastian Schub, and this is my interview with Fleur Siobhan.
Hi, I'm Fleur Siobhan, and you're listening to my podcast.
Hi, I'm Sebastian Schub, and this is my interview with Fleur Siobhan.
Your music is absolutely heartbreakingly beautiful. Every time you come up on my For You page or playlist, I can't help but stop and listen. You're originally from Germany, and what I find impressive is that you didn't learn English until age 15, and yet you sing in English so poetically and beautifully. In what way would you say your childhood influenced your music, and what did you grow up listening to?
I think being foreign influences you in a way like that you, I guess, put more attention into the lyrics because you're insecure about them. I'm quite insecure about my English at all times, so I've worked really hard on it, and I've been really fortunate to have kind of very good English teachers when I moved to England. I did learn English in school in Germany, so I spoke kind of basic English. But I had a really amazing English literature teacher called Sam, who for some reason, like I was terrible in school, but for some reason he kind of really pushed me and was really kind and put me in like advanced English literature despite me having a terrible grade. And everyone there was like an A student. So I think language-wise, that's the influence I think I've taken away most from being German is the kind of the care I now try to put. Still fail to put, but I try to put at least.
And what music did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to sort of classical music actually, and then the first kind of songwriters were an artist called Glenn Hansard, who's an Irish artist who I really love. Listened to a lot of Police, Jeff Buckley, Supertramp, but yeah, Bach, Mendelssohn as well.
I heard you originally wanted to become an actor. What made you change your mind to become a singer?
Yeah, I moved to London to be an actor, and then I was busking and like in the days and the evenings just to make some money at the side. And it just kind of took over. It wasn't like an active decision. It's just that I ended up making music every day. I thought about music every day. I started writing songs, and I was like, I think at some point I turned around, I hadn't done any acting in 3 years, and I'd been playing music every single day. It was just kind of a thing of, oh, cool, that's what I'm doing now. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no to it.
And you made the brave decision to drop out of music school and go on your own. What was the reason behind this decision?
To drop music school. I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, I think, yeah, it just wasn't for me, the school. The school in particular wasn't for me. And then I think just schools in general and me are never like a good fit. I don't thrive in classrooms. I'm more of a kind of a self-learner, I guess, more of a doer. But yeah, that's why.
You started your career on the streets busking. What has it been like to go from busking to then going viral, which seems like almost overnight?
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've just had a look at the venue, and it's the biggest venue I've ever played, like for my own music. And it's nuts. Yeah, it's amazing. That's what it's like. It's great. I'm really, really grateful.
Your debut single, Sing Like Madonna, has done absolutely amazing with 20.8 million streams on Spotify. Were you expecting that kind of reaction?
I think when it went kind of really viral on the internet, I was anticipating a certain kind of like listener amount when it came out. But I think it's weird when I wrote the song. When I wrote Sing Like Madonna, I really had a feeling that it was a special song, and I sent a video of a recording of me writing it to my mum at the time, and I said, I think I've just written like my song, and my mum sent it back. She was like, yeah, that's okay. She didn't really like it. But I had a feeling about it, and I think songwriting, like I put lots of care into songs, and I write them over a long time, and I did with Sing Like Madonna as well. It took me like 3 months to write it. There was always kind of a feeling of it coming from somewhere else, which I think is a common experience for songwriters. So yeah, it felt like a song that was there.
And how has this positive reaction online made you feel?
Oh, great! Yeah, it's wonderful. Social media is amazing when it works. It's wonderful to kind of put something out in the world that you really care about, and people respond to it so positively. I think, it's the initial. That's why social media, I think, initially came into existence. We all kind of enjoyed putting ourselves and what we care about into the world, and people liking it, literally. Obviously, the downside of that is also very unpleasant. But yeah.
You're currently touring across 5 different countries. What has been your favourite moment of touring so far?
Oh, we've like, God, maybe the coffee shops Joe shows us on the road. No, I think, to be honest, it's been like, I'm not just saying it because Joe May, too much just over there. I think it's genuinely just been like, I've worked alone for many years, like busked and done gigs for like 10 years literally on my own. Like the nicest thing of this entire experience, the past year, and then especially this tour, it's just been like do the job with other people. It's just nice to be like part of a crew again. Because I grew up on stage at the theatre. You're always just part of an ensemble. Like I grew up in rehearsal rooms. I grew up on like doing tech, having tech week. That's my childhood, being like staying on the stage and waiting, having lighting engineers run around you. So I've really missed that in the past like 10 years. So it's really nice to kind of be at a point in my career now where there's other people working on this as well.
Coming off that, would there be any dream collabs that you'd love to work with?
Dream collabs?
Yeah, collaborations with anybody.
I'd love to work with an artist called Angel McMahon, who's an Australian, like wonderful Australian singer and songwriter. She's great. She put her album out last year called Light Dark Light Again. I think I totally butchered the pronunciation of her name, but she's amazing.
You've described Dublin as your second home, where you would busk on Grafton Street often. What was it like to return to Dublin on this tour?
Oh, it feels like a homecoming. I think London is obviously like my homecoming because all my friends are coming here. But we got to Dublin a day too early. And my friend texted me, I'm doing a show at Whelan's. Do you want to come down? And we decided, I'll come down and watch the set. And I'd forgotten that I have friends in Dublin. I kind of arrived and everyone was just there. And I just spent like the first 10 minutes hugging people. And that's what it feels like, it feels like homecoming. It's really dear to me, the place.
What is one song that you feel most proud of so far?
It's actually Scared of Screaming, which is the song that's just come out a few days ago, and it's going to be in the upcoming EP as well. I'd say I'm like most proud of it, like compared to the others. I'm proud of them all, but that song's really, really dear to me. It's one of the few songs I actually still listen to, and yeah, I really love that one.
Scared of Screaming actually feels a lot more intimate and intense. What was you feeling and thinking when you were creating it?
Ooh, I think I had someone very close to me who was very unwell, and I was thinking about them a lot. I was thinking about kind of the people I've encountered along the way. That I've been very lucky in kind of my own health and mental well-being, but many people I know haven't, and I was just thinking of them.
You recently recorded in Barry Island. Can we expect any Gavin and Stacey inspired music?
I haven't actually seen Gavin and Stacey. Shameful. I hadn't. I've now watched season 1. Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing. I'm getting into season 2. I'm going back to Barry soon, so I'm going to get into season 2 when I'm there again. But the studio is opposite the house, so yeah, there will be. I'm going to watch season 2 and I'm going to write, some songs about it, I'm sure.
Your song Sing Like Madonna mentions how you want to sing like Madonna and dance like a queen. Is there anyone else musically that inspires you?
An artist, musically?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many. I find it actually like so difficult to like pick one. I'm always listening to music all the time, and I find the most inspiring artists are for me, are the artists that I'm coming up with. I opened for an artist called Asha Banks the other day, and she's amazing. And there's an artist opening tonight called Essence Martins, who I love. And it's been really because artists' careers are kind of fragile things. Sometimes they grow, and sometimes they grow to be really big, sometimes they grow and then they kind of decline again. Sometimes they stay small forever. But there's such a community here in London. I've met so many amazing artists. And it's usually them that I'm kind of like jealous of, I guess.
And you're opening for Noah Khan in July.
Yeah, which is crazy. Well, he's on that list too.
How excited are you for that?
I'm buzzed for Noah Khan. I watched him at the Wembley Arena, so at the February last year, and it was such a kind of a moment for me because I'd just been not offered a record deal at the time, and I was really doubting. I was really going through like a place of I think this is it now for me. I went to see his set, and I was loved it, and I was also then a bit upset about it because I wanted to do it as well, and now I'm going to open for him, so it's just crazy. But yeah, really exciting.
For those listening on the radio, how would you describe a Sebastian Schub gig?
A Sebastian Schub gig is funny 40% of the time. I know her singing still.
It's beautiful.
It's Essence Martins. Essence Martins is supporting. That's her singing. She's great. So Seb Schub show, I think I'd like it to be a place where anyone can come, I guess. I was it's been really interesting seeing the crowds on this tour. It's not like one kind of person. There's so many different people, and I think that's been really wonderful. And everyone's really kind of listening to the music. And I think it's, yeah, I'm sort of discovering that, I guess. It's a really new experience for me. But yeah, I like to think it's a bit like this, very enjoyable.
You are just about to perform later on today.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you have any pre-show rituals?
No, I don't actually. They might develop. I know. It'd be funny to have a good answer, wouldn't it? Like I like to do yoga or something. Our sound engineer goes to the gym before the show. That's a cool ritual. I should get on that. But yeah, no, I'll figure one out. This is this is the 5th show, so I think by the end of the tour maybe I'll have one.
What is next for you, and what new things can we expect to see from you?
So there's an EP coming out on the 6th of June, Singing Like Madonna EP, which I'm really excited about. And that's next, yeah, for now. That I'm really excited about, I think. Listen to the EP.
Is there anything else that you wanted to mention?
Well, I'm on tour. Buy a ticket. EP's coming out on the 6th of June. And Scared of Screaming's just come out, so listen to that as well. And for now, I think that's it.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you so much.